BCom costing methods, rejects and rectifications presented by K. Unit 3 process costing. In this session we shall see the rejects and rectifications. Rejects and rectifications in process costing. In this, rejects, that is the cost of rejects, could be either due to time, materials and money, and these rejects are often underestimated, and these affect in the production as well as in other areas of management, affect much more than it appears. The losses in material could be usually also called rejects, could be due to the following reasons, and could be the losses could be during handling, storage or manufacturing. In cost accounting, we could classify material losses into two parts, that is normal losses and abnormal losses. Normal losses are unavoidable. Normal loss of material cannot be completely avoided but may be controlled to a certain extent. These losses are transferred to factory overheads. For example, the normal losses are losses by evaporation, loss due to handling and loading and unloading, losses due to breaking the bulk, etc. Abnormal losses arise due to inefficiency in operations, carelessness, etc. These losses are charged to costing, profit and loss account. Examples of abnormal losses are brokerage, fire, accident, flood, improper storage, theft, etc. The various forms of material losses could be in the form of wastage, scrap, spoilage and defectives. Wastage, it comprises of all visible and invisible losses that cannot be collected and also not saleable. Examples of waste are dust, smoke, gases, etc. Next one is scrap. It represents the unusable loss which can be sold out. It is measurable and has a minor value. Scrap may arise in the form of turnings, filling, etc. from metal, offcuts and cut pieces in leather and cloth industry. Next, spoilage are those materials or components which are so damaged in the manufacturing and operation process that cannot be repaired or reconditioned. Spoiled units do not attain the quality required and it is not economical to correct the spoilage. Defective product is a product which can be corrected with the help of additional material, men, etc. These could be due to the manufacturing fault or defect. Next one, material losses may take the form of waste, scrap, defective, spoilage, and the problems are bound to arise in almost all manufacturing concerns, and so they are usually and there is usually a difference between the quantity of the output and the input. So here in this, there is a lot of variation between the input of materials and output of the finished goods. Due to these losses, that difference may arise. Usually, the quantity of output is less than that of input because of waste, scrap, spoilage, etc. Efforts should be made to reduce the difference between the quantities of the output and the input so that cost of production may be reduced. Methods of treatment of spoilage, waste, etc. and the interpretations given to these terms vary considerably from one industrial concern to another because of different situations arising in different concerns. The terms are also loosely used. For example, waste and scrap may be considered as one, whereas there is a little difference between the two. Normal wastage, it is a loss which is unavoidable on account of inherent nature of material. Some materials such as liquid materials lose their weight due to evaporation. Similarly, there are some materials which, for example coal, which are wasted due to loading and unloading. Materials may be wasted due to breaking in bulk, due to breaking of the bulk into smaller quantity. Normal waste is unavoidable and as such may be reduced in some extent if there is strict control, but cannot be totally eliminated. Such loss can be estimated in advance on the basis of past experience or chemical data. As waste has practically no value, its treatment in costing is relatively simple. The normal process loss is recorded only in terms of quantity. Similarly, any loss caused by unexpected or abnormal conditions such as substandard materials, carelessness, accident, etc. or loss in excess of the margin anticipated for normal process loss could be regarded as abnormal waste. All cases of abnormal waste should be thoroughly investigated and steps taken to prevent their occurrence in future. Responsibility for abnormal wastage should be fixed on purchasing, storage, production and inspection staff to maintain standards. Abnormal waste should not be allowed to affect the cost of production as it is caused by abnormal or unexpected conditions. Such loss representing the cost of materials, labor and overhead incurred on wastage should be transferred to profit and loss account or costing profit and loss account where no integral system of accounting is maintained and not added to the cost of production so as to make meaningful comparison of cost of production of different periods. In the same way, scrap is a discarded material with some values, so this can be sold off and thereby helps to reduce the revenue out of selling this scrap, can be helpful to reduce the cost of one process. The scrap is always visible, whereas waste may or may not be visible. Further, waste may not have any value, whereas scrap must necessarily have a value. There are three types of scrap, namely legitimate scrap, administrative scrap and defective scrap. Legitimate scrap arises due to the nature of operation like turning, boring, puncture, etc. Administrative scrap arises due to administrative actions such as damage, change in method of production. Defective scrap arises due to the use of inferior quality of material or bad workmanship or defective machines. Such type of scrap is abnormal because it arises due to abnormal reasons.